Think your small kitchen pantry is too cramped to save money? Watch this and I'll show you how even in a tiny apartment you can turn a cluttered pantry into an organized money-saving system. Is anyone else feeling anxiety around these food prices lately? I was grocery shopping a few days ago and a jar of the Earth Balance peanut butter and flaxseed spread was $9.37. I just bought it a few months ago and it was $6.29. So instead I went with Skippy's for $3.49. Oh my gosh. I live in a studio apartment with a tiny kitchen and a tiny fridge. When you live in a small space, it's even more important than ever to keep your stuff organized and from what I call overflowing. I live by several tried and true organization systems that I've learned over the years. One is the container system. Everything has a place and it's in a container that you've designated for that stuff. If the container doesn't have any room left in it, you have to not buy anything new until space frees up in the container. The next method that I swear by is the paper tiger system. Now this is an older filing system when everything was still on paper, where you mapped out your storage locations, cupboards, filing cabinets, or whatever setting you were in. And you gave each location a number or a name, and as you put things away, you would make a note of the location it was in. People would be amazed at how you could always put your finger on anything. It's one of my secret weapons. The third thing that I really swear by is by doing things in 15-minute increments. This is a favorite of mine from the household diva, the Fly Lady. You set your timer for 15 minutes and then stop. And you will be amazed at how much you can get done in 15 minutes if you're focused on that one thing. And in my deepest part of my brain, the decluttering and organization methods in the book, Decluttering at the Speed of Life, Winning Your Never-Ending Battle with Stuff by Dana K. White. If you haven't read it, she is amazing, super funny, and I highly recommend her books. So in keeping with this combination of the way that I organize things today, we're talking about kitchen pantry organization and getting started with an inventory of what you have on hand so you can shop from your pantry and save money. You can keep track of what's in your pantry in a few different ways. Number one, in your head, where you're going to forget stuff. Number two, you can use an app on your phone for pantry inventory. Those are really handy. Or number three, on paper, and this is my preferred method. Any notebook or just a sheet of paper will do. As long as it's well organized, it'll work. Today we're just going to do one cupboard to get started because I'm a firm believer in not taking out everything from your cupboards, getting tired of working on it, only to leave a bigger mess than you started with. So please don't do that. So here are the steps. 1, take food items out of the cupboard that you're working on. Number 2, take the first item, check the expiration date, and if it's expired, you can toss it. But for canned goods, remember that they stay good long past the expiration date. Check the can for any dents or damage. This is number 3. Check that the top and the bottom aren't bulging, which is a sign of spoilage. And if the expiration date isn't longer than 6 months, I keep it. And I mark a star on my list to let me know I need to use that item right away. Number 4. So we're good on the expiration date. Now write it down in your notebook and include how many you have on hand, the expiration date, and the location. And for location, that's number 5. Let's call this small cabinet we're working on kitchen number 1. And I'll tell you more about that in the location part in a minute. Number 6, move on to the next item and do the same thing. You can organize your notebook by location, or you can organize it by description, alphabetically, or by food types, such as canned goods, spices, etc. It depends on how you will use the system, and really that's the whole point of doing this, is that you're actually going to use the system. And if you're really getting into this organization thing, you can transfer the info that you've written down into an Excel spreadsheet or a Google sheet, and that way you could sort it alphabetically or by expiration date or the location. It's really up to you and whatever your style is. We all have a pretty good idea of what's in our pantries, but by going through and writing it down, or at minimum getting a visual on it, will help you from purchasing things that you already have, and that'll save you money. Now, one of my favorite anytime foods is tacos. I love tacos. I always keep taco shells in my pantry. But in going through this exercise, I found I have 5 boxes of taco shells. So my mission is to find stuff in my pantry to fill those so that I just buy maybe some lettuce or tomatoes to go with them, but I'm not repurchasing taco shells because, I've got 5 boxes. Now for this cupboard number 1, I'm going to purchase a small round spinner to organize the space better. But for now, I'm going to put everything back where it was. I know the food is not expired. I've written it down on my list, and I'm ready to go on to the next cabinet. So that's my small pantry decluttering and organization method. And this is going to save me money and save you money if you do it, because I'm going to be looking at what I've already got before I go to the store again. Well, I encourage you to grab a notebook or a piece of paper and get started, and please comment below what method you're planning on using and how it's going. The next step in this series, we're going to be learning how to shop your pantry first before heading to the store. Make sure you hit subscribe so that you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching today, and I hope you have an amazing day.